Well, hi, you guys. Welcome to Touchbase Thursday. We're really glad you're here, and we want to bring you up to date on a few things. So Beth and I are going to have a bit of a dialogue in all of this. So, just as we go through this whole process of this strange situation we're going through, it seems to me that the pressure of this, or the chaos of this, I call this Corona chaos, some of the pressure begins to reveal some of the cracks in our system. And so, in fact, I even picture in my office, I have these 3 juggling balls, and they're sewn together. They have 4 seams in them. And sometimes I picture this being a lot like life and about situations we go through. That in these seams, these things are filled with some sort of pellets or beans or something like that. But I picture if it was filled with some sort of gelatinous kind of material, that if we took this and really squeezed it and put pressure on it a lot, I'm glad the beans don't come out, but if this gel might be coming out, that sometimes pressure situations kind of reveal what's on the inside. And so in the midst of all of this, there are good things that come out, and sometimes there are not so good things that come out. And it seems to me that one of the things is I have observed Quest, that it's revealed maybe some of the cracks in our ministry, and some of the bad that's coming out is what I would call connectedness. And that there are a lot of people, or a bunch of people at Quest, who are pretty connected. They're in a small group, they're in relationships that are really working for them. It's easy to keep that going. But there are probably just as many people in Quest that aren't quite as connected. And so when we go through a situation like this, and we're not together very often, that the lack of connection begins to reveal itself. And I feel like there are a lot of people out there that just aren't connected at all. And eventually, when you're in isolation, you begin to really lose connection even more and more and more. And when you're in isolation, we have a famous saying that says, men in isolation self-destruct. And it seems to me that we do begin to even self-destruct when we're not connected to other people. And so something that we probably think we need to work on at Quest is more connectedness. And there are a lot of really practical things that we could do to address that. One would be, if you're not in our directory, then it's hard for us to know where you're at and how to get in touch with you. And so I would encourage you to...
Get in the directory. Just sign up. Just sign up. It's really easy. Website, Quest Church STL. Up at the top, Quest directory. Please, just do it. Just get in there.
So questchurchstl.org, and you can go right up there and get in the directory. Another way is get on our newsletter list, so you can get the newsletter every week or as many times as we do it. And how would they get on that, Beth?
questchurchstl.org. Up at the top, it says newsletter. Sign up for it. It's super easy.
Okay. So that would help you be connected. But also, you could be connected in a small group. So we have a bunch of small groups going. Some of them we call BLTs. That stands for Belong, Learn, Be Transformed. They're kind of large small groups that meet at various times during the week. There are some other small groups, men's studies, gal studies, and things like that. And if you want to be a part of that, if you need to get connected, please just give us a call. We will connect you with the right person. Mm-hmm. But if you want to create your own group, we don't want to be like, the central organizing committee that controls everything. If you want to create your own small group, go ahead and do that. And there's materials, even on Right Now Media, that you can get to through Quest, through our website. How do they do that?
questchurchstl.org. Up at the top, Right Now Media. Click it, and you can sign up for free.
Oh, that's great. And there are lots of materials on there. Small group Bible study materials, devotional materials, kids materials, student materials, women's materials, men's materials, all sorts of stuff that they could use to be connected to that. So we just want you to be connected. We need to be in a relationship because the body of Christ needs to be the body of Christ. No, you don't get amputations. You can cut your arm off and do okay. The arm's got to be connected to the body. The leg needs to be connected to the body. So we need you to be connected too. But one of the things that I think this whole Corona chaos has revealed too is and even personally, the pressure of this is it gets squeezed. We'll turn it a little bit. As you get squeezed, some of the good and the bad inside of us comes out. Sometimes, I don't know about recently, but as things are kind of reaching this kind of tipping point where when are you going to reopen? How do you reopen? People kind of pushing the envelope on reopening, whatever reopening means. There seems to be some conflict, and some people are more reserved, others are more aggressive. But it seems to almost bring out some of the worst and maybe the best in us, but impatience, anger, any other
frustration, boredom.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Not that you're speaking personally or anything.
No, just speaking for a friend.
Yeah, totally, for a friend.
Yeah.
But some of that bad stuff starts coming out. And here's the deal. We need to face it, identify it, deal with it, grow through it. But here's the reality is, none of us do that totally by ourselves. We need other people to help us, to speak what the scriptures talk about in Ephesians of speaking the truth in love. Never just saying the truth, but saying it in love. And sometimes we need other people to do that for us. I don't know about you, but my wife sometimes wants to speak the truth in love to me. Sometimes I'm very open, and other times I'm not very open at all. Or I have other friends that will speak into my life and helps me because I need to be connected to other people. And Beth really loves that part of life. And no?
I tend to be a little more reserved. I don't let people in very quickly. So if you do join a small group, it can take some time to build up some trust, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm there with you. So yeah, that can be a speed bump, you know.
I think everybody's trustworthy from day one perfectly. And so you just jump in and you be vulnerable and transparent, and you'll get loved from the very first second.
I'm sure that's the case. I just have a trust problem, apparently. It's fine.
Yeah, totally.
Fine. And some people might be like me. Some people might be like you, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no. But it'd be better if everybody was like us, right?
Right.
Yeah. No, you know, Beth's totally right. It takes time to develop trust. And so getting in a small group, you begin to build trust.
Yes.
And I always say that trust is a bridge that's built from both sides and in cooperation with each side. And you have to build it over a period of time so that you can really build a bridge of trust and connection with each other. And we feel like that's really important in Quest, and something that we probably have found to be a weakness for a lot of what we've been doing. So we're going to start working on this, and we're not going to wait until COVID chaos is over. We're going to start working on it now, and then it will probably take us 6 months, a year, to really improve this. So we want you to be connected. Now, if you're getting this newsletter, you're probably pretty connected, but you may not be. And so we invite you to work on that along with us. Beth, any last words?
Just if you have teens, middle school or high schoolers, we have Quest students that is still meeting on Zoom every Wednesday. So if you want your teens involved, if they want to be involved and connected, we do have avenues for them as well.
Okay, great. Well, you guys, beyond that, let me just remind you of our prayer 111, which is to pray for one person at 1 o'clock for 1 minute. Keep doing that. Also, kind of a new thing we've done, we've seen some people in the community increasingly who are running short of things and probably need some help, especially with food. So we've partnered with Circle of Concern. And the two ways you can get food to them, non-perishables, is either directly go to them, or we have a bin out in front of the main doors at Quest where you can come and bring that. We will get those foodstuffs to them. Kelly Moore is doing that, or you can take it to Kelly Moore's house. Just call her, she'll give you the address of her house and to get that. So we want to help the people in our community with food.
Right, and they take donations on Mondays and Tuesdays. So don't bring donations any day, just Mondays and Tuesdays. And then their pantries open to families on Wednesdays and Fridays.
All right. So you can bring it here to Quest any day, but not directly to Circle of Concern, except for Monday and Tuesday.
Yep.
All right. I think for this week, for this Thursday, that may be enough. And we will see you on Sunday as we do our second week of our series called What and Why? Answers Grounded in Faith and Hope. And I think you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be a little different this week. Little different. So look forward to it. Beth, anything more?
That's all I got.
All right. Love you guys. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Bye.